laptop. And I was saying, this is your new laptop. If you've been needing one because your laptop is heavy and hot and slow and filled up, the capacity is just not there that you need. Maybe it is, you know, where you do your work, the kids do their school, you do your research, you do your shopping, you do your entertainment, you do everything on your laptop. You need a new one. You need one that is strong enough to handle all of that. And that's what this one is from HP. 17 inches, which is fantastic. It is a touch screen, which of course, we're so used to touch screens on our phones, we may as well have them on our laptops. You've got your Pentium 8GB of RAM, which means you're not waiting for things. When you're looking something up and you need to get, you know, pull it up, it's ready for you. 512 gigabytes on this solid state drive. And if you are not familiar with what that means, we're gonna give you all of the education right there that you need. And all you're doing today is choosing, do I want it with Microsoft Office or without? It's only about $50 difference. Most people choose it with Microsoft Office. You've got free shipping, you've got flex pay. Here are your colors. We've got it for you in silver, we've got rose, this is gold, and this is teal, which is absolutely stunning. You can see, I'm gonna show you the inside keyboard of the teal. It matches this beautiful teal mouse. I just think it's a beautiful new look in a laptop computer. But let's dive in, because there is a lot to share with you on this one. And Erin, once again, when it comes to looking for a new computer, it's not something that we purchase all the time. It may have been a few years since you've picked up a new computer, and you're saying, I don't really know what to look for. What if I have questions? What if I don't know how to do something? You're used to your old slow computer. Well, this one is fantastic, because if you have questions, you've got experts who can help answer them. And that's one of the benefits of shopping with us here at HSN, because you don't just get the computer, you get judgment-free IT support, which is fantastic. Judgment-free means there is no dumb question. You get 1 year accidental damage protection, 2 years of the Smart Friend. That's the HP Smart Friend. If you have questions, they have the actual answers, not the I think, maybe you should try this. And then 3 years of Find My HP. We're gonna give you all of the details, but let me just give you some quick housekeeping notes. If you want without Office, without Microsoft Office, we have only about 5 left in gold. We have about 150 of them in rose gold, and then we have about 80 of them in silver. If you want it with Microsoft Office, your choices are gonna be gold or teal, okay? About 130 of them in gold and only about 5 dozen of them in teal, okay? And that's with Microsoft Office. These are your 2 options there. Okay, Erin, we're coming to you. I know we've got a lot to share on this fantastic computer. We aren't gonna rush. We're gonna take the rest of the hour and give you a chance to go ahead and get it. Just know that our quantities are limited though at this point, okay?
Yeah, so look, as I said at the beginning of our show with Shredder, this is HP month. There is 1 month out of the year that we celebrate the #1 selling brand at HSN. Out of everything that HSN sells, all the great beauty and all the great fitness. I love our decor, especially during the holidays. I love to buy decor, and I love to buy kitchen stuff from HSN. But the #1 selling brand at HSN is, and we are very, very proud of this, is HP. And so what that means is we work very hard when we bring values to HSN to make them unbeatable, because frankly, everyone would be happy to take our place and would be happy to be the #1 selling brand at HSN, and we're pretty committed to staying there. And that's why you see things like we include our extraordinary judgment-free 1, 2, 3 service and support program. You know, that's included nowhere else. There's nowhere else in the world. Even when you buy at HP, you don't get that. Only when you buy from HSN or from QVC is that 1, 2, 3 program included. So again, 1 year of accidental damage protection, 2 years of Smart Friend, and 3 years of Find My HP. This computer, I sell a lot of great computers. We have curated this computer in a way that is really unlike nearly any other computer we've ever done. And I know that there's a lot of choices that you have when you buy a computer. The thing about this one, like I said, we have curated it to meet the needs of so many people out there, of anyone who might be thinking, you know, maybe this is right for me, maybe this isn't right for me, I'm not exactly sure what the best deal is. Well, first of all, the larger screen is absolutely out of this world. You will love having the larger screen. The 17-inch screen is the largest screen we sell in any laptop at HSN. And this isn't just a larger screen, by the way, as you see there, with an 8-hour battery life. And by the way, that only weighs about 4 pounds. This is a touchscreen. Touchscreen changes everything. I have the brightness on the screen really turned down, and I want to just turn it up for you guys a little bit so you can see the screen in real life. Turn this way for just a sec so I can see it better. Is so bright. Some of you who watch regularly might realize I'm in a studio that I'm not usually in here. Actually, the internet is down in my house, so I had to kind of find alternate surroundings. There we go. That's a little bit better. So with the screen, a screen this size that is also touchscreen, you just have such an extraordinary experience, because when you're looking at things, when you're going through the internet, or when you're looking at the news for the day, or when you're on hsn.com, I'm going to hop over to hsn.com, or wherever you are, it's so easy to really see whatever it is you're looking for. Number one, your screen is bigger, right? So you just start there. It's the biggest screen. Number two, it's a touch screen. So if there's anything that you can't see, for example, maybe you can read 30% off right now, but can you read what's underneath 30% off? Yeah, now you can. Now you can read that it says +5 flex pays on everything. It's when you can pinch and you can zoom, you literally don't need your reading glasses to see what's on the screen anymore. So that's the first thing. That's the number one thing I would point out to you. This computer has the biggest screen of any laptop computer we sell. Also, I'll just point out, in the 15 years I've been at HSN, no one has ever said to me, ever one time, Aaron, I wish I'd bought a smaller screen. Everybody always thinks, oh, I should have upsized just a little bit. There is no upsizing. This is the biggest screen available. So you've got the biggest screen, you have the touch screen on top of that, because certainly not all 17 inches are hard to find, period. They're really hard to find as a touch screen as well. So you've got the bigger screen, you've got the touch screen with it too, and then you've got the brands. I mentioned HP already, the #1 selling brand, period, at HSN. For all the great thing HSN sells, HP is #1. How about, see this right here? That is, Intel inside. Intel is the #1 processor brand in the world. HP makes all kinds of great computers, and they make all kinds of great computers with all kinds of great processors, but there's only one, and that is Intel, that can say, we're the #1 processor brand in the world. We are the world's technology leader. There is not a brand, period, anywhere on the globe that makes and sells more processors than Intel. There's a lot of computer people who will only buy a computer if you know the Intel song, right? If is built in. So you've got Intel inside, you've got HP inside, and then I'm going to throw it back to Tamra. I know we don't have a lot of computers. I'm going to throw it back to her to update, but then I'm going to talk about, after that, one more huge brand, which of course is Microsoft. Microsoft Windows built in, and Tamra, this is Windows 11. So we have a lot to talk about with Windows 11 as well.
Yes, it is. And I know, I see that a lot of you are shopping and tuning in and picking these up, because you are saying, well, that's got everything that I want in my next laptop, in my new computer. And we've got it for you at such a great value. But I will tell you, if you're getting it without Microsoft Office, again, the gold is pretty much last call. The silver, we've got about fewer than 80 of them now left. And then the rose gold, we've got fewer than 150 of them at this point, okay? If you're getting it with Microsoft Office, which far and away most of you are, the teal, we've got 4 dozen of. Oh my gosh. The gold, we have fewer than 130 of them remaining, and that's it. With Microsoft Office, these are your 2 choices here. So, again, Microsoft Office, that's if you are doing your PowerPoint, your Excel, your Outlook, those kinds of things, and you've got it right there. And that would come right along with. There's only a $50 difference in price, but it might be a world of difference in how you're computing on a daily basis. So if you want it with Microsoft Office, by all means, please do not miss out on getting it today. You do have free shipping, you do have FlexPay, and I do want to let you know, even if this your first purchase with us here at HSN, maybe you've never shopped with us before, you can use any major credit card. But if you have an HSN card, use it, because you can get our no interest VIP financing for 18 months. And it's like having an 18-month FlexPay, which for you, if you're getting it with Microsoft Office, it's less than $42 on your HSN card, but you get your brand new big touchscreen, big in size and big in what this can hold in terms of a hard drive, touchscreen laptop coming straight to you. If this is for you because you need a new computer, and Aaron, over the last year or two, maybe you were able to make do with your laptop because you kind of used it peripherally with what you'd had at work. But if this is your old, if you've been only now using your old laptop and you're fighting with it and it's not as powerful as you know it could be, then this is the time to go ahead and get your brand new HP.
You should love your computer. You know, many of us deal with our computers. We don't love our computers, but we deal with our computers. You shouldn't. If your computer is slow, if your computer is hot, if your computer is heavy, if your computer takes a long time to multitask, those sort of things, and you think, oh, well, that's just how computers are. Not how computers are. I tell you, that's not how this computer is. That's how your computer is. If you don't have enough RAM, it has a huge amount of RAM. I'll get to that, 8 gigs of RAM. It has a huge solid state drive, one of the biggest solid state drives I've ever seen, a 512 gigabyte solid state drive. So you can save more movies, save more music, save more apps with that 8 gigs of RAM. You're faster online. You're faster when you're multitasking. But something I want to spend a moment talking about, the operating system in this computer is the latest operating system from Microsoft. So you might have heard about 6 months ago, Windows 11 came to us, and it had been 6 years since Microsoft started or sort of brought us a new operating system. Well, they did that because obviously our world has changed drastically in the past couple of months, in the past couple of years, excuse me, in the past 2 years. And with those changes, Microsoft said, we can make an operating system that helps people create better, connect better, and play better. Beautiful themes that are built in. It feels very much like Windows 10, but like I would say a very improved version of Windows 10. So for example, multitasking, snapping your apps into place, connecting with one touch. This is a really big thing. So for the first time, Microsoft Teams is built into your computer. It's pre-installed, it's ready in your computer from the minute you turn your computer on. What that means, one of the things that means, is that there is web chat. There's Microsoft Chat is available. So with one touch, because of course this is a touch screen, as we've been saying, with one touch on your computer, you can start a web chat. You put in email addresses of the people with whom you want to talk, email addresses or their phone numbers. It sends them a link, and boom, you're web chatting. You're not waiting in a Zoom room. You're not looking for a passcode. You're not trying to figure out how the heck do I do this thing. So that ability to connect so simply, so easily, is absolutely key here, and it is absolutely a big part of having the latest Windows, Windows 11 built in. That's the connection part. Now I want to talk about the play part for a minute, because I said there's sort of 3 pillars: create, connect, and play are sort of the pillars of Windows 11. One of the things that you might have seen kind of fly by there, and maybe, you know what, it might be a great idea to just play that Windows 11 video again, because there's so much information. It's a beautiful video, and there's so much information contained in it. And I'm going to spend a minute sort of talking about some of the other portions of it here. It's the play portion. In the play portion, see, create, connect, play, Xbox Game Pass is now built into your computer. So what does that mean? And that means for the first time on your computer, not on an Xbox, on your computer, the same computer, you know, on which you watch Netflix and Hulu, and you do Microsoft Word, and you go to school, and you see your doctor, and you shop for a great deal on cruises, and you know, the computer you use every day, you now can, for the first time, play Xbox games as well. Pretty darn cool, right? And the way that you do that is you go into the all new redone Microsoft Store. The Microsoft Store is awesome. It allows you to download movies and music and games and apps and all of that kind of stuff. But it also, for the first time, gives you access to the Xbox Game Pass. And there, just went by on your screen, with the Xbox Game Pass, you have access to over 100 Xbox games at your fingertips. You can play either using an Xbox controller, you can use the Bluetooth that's built into the computer to do that, or you can do it just using the keyboard itself. So the key, Tamara, again, is that, you know, Microsoft understands we've moved into a different world. In these past couple of years, we've really experienced life in a different way. And so our computers needed to have the opportunity to evolve. And they didn't want to create a whole new operating system that would be totally foreign to people and, you know, would be sort of maybe difficult to use and difficult to learn. It feels in many ways very much like Windows 10, but it has these upgrades like new and improved Snap, like Windows, the Windows chat, the whole Microsoft Teams built in, press a button, talk to your friends and family, like being able to play video games, actually play Xbox video games. So the newer things built in, but in what feels like a very familiar shell or familiar package, because it hasn't deviated so far from Windows 10.
Absolutely, and you're right. And in your system, in your laptop, that you're using every day for everything. So it's gonna allow you to work faster, do your work faster. It's gonna allow you to stream your movies quicker. You can study more efficiently. You can play your games without having all of these extraneous pieces of equipment that you have to carry around. It's all one piece, as you're gonna see right there. This one laptop is work, play, entertainment, research, information, all of that in one. And it's faster and easier and lighter weight and better all around. It's bigger and easier to see because it's 17 inches on this screen. And the screen is a touch screen. It's so funny. Once we started, you know, with our cell phones and using the touch screen on our cell phones, how many of you have gone up to a computer or even and touched something that wasn't touch screen and you're thinking, why doesn't this work, right? Because in our minds, touch screen is better. In our minds, when I can pinch and zoom and see something easier, it's just better. But if you're still working on old technology, it's time to let it go. Let me give you just a quick update. If you want Microsoft Office with your computer, in the teal, we only have 10 left. And in the gold, we have 119 of them left, okay? So soon we're gonna say goodbye to teal altogether. So if you want teal with Microsoft Office, or if it's in your shopping cart right now on hsn.com, go ahead and check out to make sure you get it. If you're getting without Office, you're getting the computer without Microsoft Office, and in other words, you don't need, you know, PowerPoint and Excel and all those other things. Gold is pretty much almost gone. If it's in your shopping cart, go ahead and check out just to make sure you get it. Silver, we've got about 6 dozen of them remaining left in silver, and then in the rose gold, we've got about 150. Okay, and that's it. We are now at the end of our HP month. We're coming to the last few days. Everything from HP is on free shipping, including these computers. You've got them on FlexPay. You're getting extras as well, because what I think is so valuable, because you're gonna get this brand new computer that can do so much. But if you only use it for email and Facebook and Instagram because you don't know how to access and use all of the rest of it, then you're gonna be glad that you have access to your HP Smart Friend, which I will tell you is hundreds of dollars in value. As a matter of fact, $359 worth of value when it comes to just being able to contact your HP Smart Friend and ask them how to do something. How do I get to the Xbox games? How do I transfer files? How do I do these things? You can really, with that, unlock the real full potential of what your brand new laptop can be. All you do is call us or go to hsn.com. If you want the teal, we have 5 left now, and then we say goodbye to teal. These are going very quickly. Aaron, we're gonna come back to you to hear more, and I dare say when we come back, the teal may be gone already. So
okay.
if you've got it in your shopping cart, that's the one that both Aaron and I have.
Yeah.
Because it is gorgeous. If you want this one, go ahead and check
lovely.
out to make sure you get it.
It really is lovely. Something else, I don't honestly know if you'll be able to see here from my studio, but I'm going to try to show you. This has backlit keys as well. You guys can't really see that. It gets too light in here for me when I turn it on, I don't think, but maybe we'll be able to get a shot in the studio. Anyway, if you press F, oh, you can see? Oh, great, good. So when you press F4, the keyboard, the lights on the keyboard actually turn on and off. Nice thing about that is, doesn't matter what lighting conditions you're under. If you're lying in bed at night with a spouse or something like that, try not to bug them. But you're like me, you're a night owl, or you work late. I get off air at 2 in the morning sometimes, and want to watch some shows and want to surf around and see what's on. It's nice to not have to turn on a light in order to do that. Another function that's really cool. This is something built in with Windows 11. These are called widgets. I'm going to just press this little button right here. And did you see what happened? How that little kind of widget window, I guess is what it's called, came out from the side. The idea here is in your widgets, you have like temperature, photos. Oops, it just went. Let me press it again. Temperature, photos, scores of sports teams you might follow. It's got stock market report, and then news feeds too. And you can customize those news feeds. Like I get local feeds from Louisville, Kentucky, because that's where my parents live and that's my home. And then of course local Florida feeds, because that's where our studio is. But anyway, the idea with widgets is that, and then you can just get rid of them with one little swipe, is that, how kind of in the past, if you needed that sort of information, you would sometimes either grab your smartphone or grab your tablet, right? Because you didn't want to open another window on your computer. You're trying to keep things clean. Well, now you don't have to open a window. It's one little swipe. There's your widgets. You can actually just do it using your finger. See how I just swipe them that way too? And then you can actually, I think they're like that, get rid of them. The idea is you can get to that information, weather, things you might check out every day, quick look at your photos, quick look at your stocks without very much difficulty. And you don't have to go to another device to do it quickly. So I think that's really cool. I think that's really smart. Tamara has mentioned, but I have not mentioned, and I'd love to spend a few minutes on it, our HP 123 judgment-free IT support program. This is really special. We at HP work very, very hard to bring this to you guys. Again, it is exclusive. You will only see this at HSN and at QVC. And here's what you get. Huge. She told you the dollar value on it. I still have to do that again. I think it was over $300-ish.
Yes.
1 year, thanks, Tam. 1 year accidental damage protection. So you know what that means, right? If you drop your computer, if you spill on your computer, if your kids knock your computer over, if you crack your computer screen, what if the dog, it doesn't matter. We don't ask what happens. Anything that happens to your computer for a full year, we will repair the computer with original HP parts or replace the computer entirely. I think that is awesome. I'll tell you, we have another judgment-free IT support program that does not include the accidental damage. This is the Mac Daddy, the one that includes the accidental damage. This is the most valuable one we ever offer. Number 2, you get 2 years of HP Smart Friend. What is that? Any question you have for the next 2 years, that's about 700 days worth of questioning.
Wow.
Any question you have, like how do I move files from my old computer to my new computer? Actually, we have something on hsn.com. This is a sidebar called PC Mover that we recommend for that. PC Mover is great. If you have a question about Windows 11, something new that you want to know about, you heard me talk about widgets, or you want to know about, how do I use that Microsoft, that chat feature that Aaron mentioned? Any question you have at all, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the next 700 days. And the nice thing about this, Tamara, as an electronics expert, I get a lot of calls and a lot of texts from a lot of friends who want help with their tech stuff, which is great. It's my pleasure to do what I can. But I don't have your computer in front of me, right? So if Mom says, Aaron, I'm looking at my computer, how do I turn the backlights on? I go, Mom, I don't know. I don't have your computer in front of me. But if you call HP Smart Friend, they have this. These are the folks at HP. They have all the computers. They have your serial number, so they know exactly what computer you're talking about. They go, oh, on your computer, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have said F4 earlier, because on some computers it's F4. It's actually F5 on this computer. So do you understand what I mean? When you call HP Smart Friend, they know your exact device, so they're able to help you in a way that other people wouldn't be able to help you. And then 3, this is really cool, 3 years of Find My HP. Our local stand-up comedian / HSN show host, Helen Keeney, calls this, I love this, I stole it from her, low jack for your computer. And I'll work on my delivery. She does it really well. It's low jack for your computer. And It's exactly what it sounds like. If you lose your computer, if your computer is stolen, if you can't find your computer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, we can help you do that. So if you don't know, did I leave it at the office? Did I leave it at the gym? Did the kids borrow it? Is it under the bed? Where is my computer? We can help you find it. And that's a 3-year program. So again, Cameron, I think you have the total value for that, but there's a lot of value built into those services.
There really is. And that's $359 worth of service that you're getting with your computer that you get home. You don't go to other places. You don't go to big box stores and other computer, sales stores and are able to get that right off the bat. You get that right off the bat when you're picking this up. Let me give you a quick update because you may have noticed that my table has changed. The teal is completely gone. So I'm so glad that if you were able to pick that one up and if that's the one you wanted. We still have them. If you want it with Microsoft Office, then gold is your choice and it's this one. And it really is beautiful. It is a very neutral gold. It's not like a disco gold, so no worries there, okay? But this is now the only one that comes with Microsoft Office. All right. The other option without Microsoft Office, we've got it for you in silver. We've got about 6 dozen remaining. We've got rose gold, about 144 of them remaining. And we literally have a handful left in the gold without Microsoft Office. So really your best bets are gonna be silver and rose gold there. This is your time to go ahead and do it. If you've been watching, if you're thinking, wait a minute, it's not hot, it's not heavy, it's not slow, all of the things your computer is. It is touchscreen, it is faster. I am able to play my games here without having to have extra pieces and extra equipment. Think about how much you would spend just for a game system. Think about how much you would spend just for a really great computer that you could do your work and your school and your research and watch movies and things like that on. And anything and everything that we do in front of our computer, we literally, it runs our lives. And the fact that if we lose it, we can just call up and find it. So it's never completely out of our hands. And if we spill our coffee on it, or if somebody cracks the screen, all of that protection has already been built in as well. And if we have a question, we call the person who actually has the answer to it. So this is your time to not only get a new computer, but to get all of the support around the computer that you could ever actually want. Because at this point, maybe in your life, maybe you've bought 2 or 3 computers and things have happened and you've maybe not used them to their best capability because you just didn't know how, whatever the case is. And maybe your life has become more computer-centric today than it was years ago when you, bought your last laptop. Now is the time to have the power of the #1 selling brand here at HSN, the #1 selling computer brand in the country for the last 12 months. And everything that you want to know is literally at your fingertips. This is the time to do it. You've got an 8-hour battery life. You take this along with you. It's 17 inches on that screen, so you can easily see. And Aaron was saying pinching and zooming and not necessarily having to use your readers. I literally went my whole life until the last maybe 5 months where I could see everything. I could see anything and everything. I could read from across the room. And I used to, I was so proud of how much I could see. Now, I literally have to put on my readers to read everything unless I'm able to pinch and zoom and see it larger. And I'm able to do that with my computer. The one that you're seeing right here, if you were gonna purchase everything separately that you get, including all of the extra apps, including all of the support that you get, would be upwards of $1,378. You're not getting anywhere near that price tag today. You've got FlexPay, you've got free shipping, you've got our 30-day return if it's not right for you, you've got 2 years of HP Smart Friend to ask a question. Aaron, literally, I can't think of anything else that I would want in a brand new computer that I'm bringing home, and it's gonna be sort of my lifeline to work, school, entertainment, and everything else for years to come.
The only other thing that you might want is a great big solid state drive. So you know what? We included that. And in fact, we have a little video that we're going to show you right now about a solid state drive and how a solid state drive is superior to a hard disk drive in so many ways. This is the capacity of the drive. It's a 500 gigabyte drive, 512 gigs actually. So on your 4-pound computer, you can store about 120 hours of video, about 160,000 photos, about 8,000 hours of music. It's a lot of information. Solid state drives are lighter, quieter, and faster. So they have faster boot up and shutdown time. Your applications load more quickly, better battery life. It says about an 8-hour battery life. There's no moving parts, so it's more durable, and it's quieter. There's no moving parts, which means there isn't a fan to cool down the moving parts and to cool down any friction that might occur as a result. So it's really quick. If you're picking it up, congratulations. HP month is a great month. We love celebrating it with you. You're buying one of the best computers we've had probably ever, with the largest screen, with the #1 operating system, Windows 11, and of course, Tamara, with the #1 processor brand, Intel, in the entire world.
You've got it. I'll tell you, if you want it with Office, you're gonna get it in gold. If you want it without Office, you still have the option to get it in silver or in rose gold, okay? Do not miss out on this, 083164. The only other thing, Aaron, while we have you here, is if somebody is maybe concerned with maybe this new computer or their current one, with protecting it from